MetLife Stadium just apologized regarding a hate tweet involving BLACKPINK and TWICE. TWICE, of course, are currently on tour in the US. I was fortunate enough to be there for Sharon's Texas homecoming. During this tour, not only did they become the first female group period, not just K-pop, to sell out SoFi Stadium, but this weekend, they also became the first K-pop girl group in history to perform at MetLife Stadium. Well, for some reason, the official Twitter account for MetLife Stadium liked a random hate tweet that was basically putting down TWICE by comparing them to BLACKPINK. While some chalked it up as an accident, many still think it was unprofessional and disrespectful. The negative reaction definitely got the attention of MetLife because hours later, they tweeted out "Onces, we hear you," apologizing for inadvertently liking that comment, saying it wasn't intentional and that they are very proud of TWICE's history-making appearance. Although some fans still think that TWICE themselves are owed the apology. Now, this is probably not something JYP Entertainment will respond to. Regardless, they were busy with another rumor earlier this week. An exclusive report came out this week claiming that current co-stars Girls' Generation YOONA and 2PM's JUNHO are and have been in a relationship in real life. Apparently, part of the reason they took on the drama King the Land together was because they were already dating. We know the chemistry is there from everything they've been doing on screen together lately, so if you watch their drama, this is crazy. And if you've been a K-pop fan since the second generation, this is especially mind-blowing, remembering all those variety shows and everything that SNSD and 2PM did together. However, after releasing an initial statement saying they would check, both JYP and SM squashed these rumors pretty quickly, explaining that yes, while they are close, they're not in a relationship. HWASA's new company, PNATION, also issued a statement regarding the reports of her being in a 5-year relationship with a businessman who's 12 years older by using YG's favorite response, "It's difficult to confirm because it's their private lives."
Mind your business, that's all. Mind your business.
Though YG wasn't able to use that response when it came to the criticism regarding a leaked BLACKPINK setlist. YG Entertainment previously announced BLACKPINK's historic stadium show in Vietnam with a venue capacity of over 40,000. After this, a photo from an unknown source, quote-unquote leaked, showing that the setlist only consisted of about 13 or 14 songs. This caused a lot of disappointment to be expressed online, especially considering the prices of the tickets. Some speculated that maybe a lot of their songs weren't approved, and the uproar got to the point where YG actually had to come out and say that the setlist circulating online is not real and they will be proceeding with their normal tour plans. Unfortunately, all of 50/50's scheduled plans are now out the window. Here's a TikTok I made from where we left off in the last video, right up to their very first court hearing, because they might have just lost huge sponsorships and maybe even gotten their Barbie soundtrack music video cancelled. To streamline things, we're gonna call their current CEO of Attract, and the former co-CEO, who is also one of the people behind Cupid, The Givers, because that's the name of his current company. After the four members announced their lawsuit against their current company Attract revealed a phone call with Warner Music Korea that basically backed up his claim that The Givers were working to illegally poach the girls away. The Givers denied this, saying the phone call was manipulated evidence, the story is being distorted, and that Attract is ruining 50/50's reputation. And you know things are going to escalate when Dispatch gets involved, publishing a huge expose breaking down how 50/50 began, who was involved in the process, who trained them, who promoted them to their viral success, who profited from this success, and who was really responsible for publicizing the members' surgery without consulting anybody first. The expose basically boils down to Attract putting way too much trust into the Givers and their employees, who took advantage of that while lying to the members. All of this has reportedly resulted in the girls getting their Barbie soundtrack music video cancelled, commercial spots with other celebrities cancelled, variety show appearances, and as a rookie girl group, a possible huge endorsement deal with Samsung. There now seems to be two opposite sides when it comes to public perception. One side thinks Attract was indeed taken advantage of by the Givers, and that the girls may have been manipulated into turning their backs on the wrong party. The other side has brought up Attract's past mismanagement of another group, Hotshot, and speculates that Attract is media playing and intentionally making 50/50 look bad. From the time I recorded that on July 4th, the first trial has now officially begun. And rather than detailing every little thing that gets revealed back and forth, we will pick up with this and dive back back into it when a significant result or decision has been announced. It's such a shame all of their activities have been cancelled, especially because the Barbie song is really good in my opinion and could be another hit for them, along with probably not seeing them for a while. Unfortunately, like always these days, we have more hiatuses as 17 SEUNGKWAN will be taking a break as per his doctors due to his poor health condition. YENA was also announced to miss a fan signing event and a post-recording for Music Core. People speculated that this had something to do with all the Rodrigo controversy we've been talking about. Whether or not it was for her health, it does look like she returned to her activities pretty quickly. Finally, we previously discussed GWSN winning their lawsuit in January, terminating their contracts due to all the mistreatment by their former company. Since then, fans have been holding on hope that the girls would find another agency together. However, in a recently released interview, MIYA unfortunately confirmed that the group has indeed disbanded, though she isn't giving up on pursuing her dreams, and hopefully none of the other girls have given up either. But as always, let's get to some positive things that we can celebrate in K-pop. While I wish GWSN found a way to be together, it's at least good to hear that after Omega X freed themselves of Spire Entertainment's abuse that was caught on camera, then appearing on an award show by themselves with their own song, that the guys finally have the necessary support behind them as they found a new agency together in IPQ Entertainment. The remaining EX-LOONA members are also finding new homes as Gowon, Yeojin, and Haeju, formerly Olivia Hae, have now joined the same company as HYUNJIN and VIVI. While I do wish they were all together, I'm just happy they can all get a fresh start, and according to Eve, the only member who hasn't signed anywhere yet, she's currently meeting with labels and seemingly planning to begin the solo chapter of her career. In the meantime, we have such good comebacks and releases since the last video, including ITZY's pre-release, NMIXX's Roller Coaster, Teen Top's long-awaited comeback, NEWJEANS pre-releases, TXT's collaboration with the Jonas Brothers, and one of my most anticipated debuts of 2023, Kiss of Life, consisting of a mind-blowing lineup: Natty, who many will remember from 16 that formed twice, Idol School that formed from S9, or even her solo debut. On top of that, notable trainee from the black label Julie Han, Belle, who has already written songs for Miyeon, Purple Kiss, and LE SSERAFIM's Unforgiven. Finally, you have the youngest Hanul, who we don't know as well as the other established members yet. If that wasn't enough, the group's creative director is Lee Hae-in, who you will definitely know if you remember that very first season of Produce 101. Congrats to VICTON Seungwoo, who's also promoting his new song, as he's taken home his first ever music show win as a solo artist. Also congrats to ZEROBASEONE, who keeps breaking records before they've even officially debuted, now the first K-pop artist in history to surpass 1 million pre-orders for a debut album. And if we're talking about history, 17 continues to kill it in 2023, as they are now the first K-pop artist to sell over 6 million copies of one album. SM Entertainment has confirmed that NCT's Jaehyun is about to make his big screen debut in a movie called You'll Die in 6 Hours, where he'll play a character who is able to predict death. And you know what? Someone who probably already has that ability, among all the other things that he's good at, is G-Dragon, who has now added fitness to his list of talents as he teased his new ripped physique on Instagram, probably because now that Taeyang's a family man, Big Bang needs a new shirtless member. Finally, we'll end on a heartwarming one. We previously talked about Ningning being a mentor on a Chinese survival show. Well, it turns out one of the contestants is a childhood friend who she used to share the stage with. I'm pretty sure he's glad that even though it's been 7 or 8 years since they've seen each other, Ningning hasn't changed one bit.